Okay,
And did learn.
okay,
It
perfect.
seemed that, he grabbed a hold of me and I couldn't get out of it. It's pretty strong.
Because I'm pretty sure, like, like, it's not just training. So you do it the training way, you can immediately do it. But like, if I'm
I'm
actually
still
like,
not out.
yeah, but if I'm actually like holding you,
Well, here's what we're gonna do. So when we're holding, so when you're going in, you can't do this independently because how strong are your arms. You see how much more your delts are activated. So as this comes in, all I want you to do is just bring your hands together as opposed to independent.
What if he's holding me out here?
Well, then the same
Same
thing.
thing.
Well, you're just gonna, if he's holding you out here, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna step in, or if this is gonna go down, and straight down as opposed, because where's the broken circle? See the
In the
grip?
wrist. Yeah.
Because if I'm going into them, I'm going into the
In the
spores.
circle.
So
but
I
if
go
the
down-
broken circle was up there, you just bring
Yep.
your.
Well, see, if
Yeah,
I'm going
right.
down, what am I doing? I'm breaking the circle with this hands coming down. Like, so this leverage, when I imagine like,
So you do it to me now.
No.
oh, so that's the weakest
Okay.
link on there. So now you go to mom and see. There.
Ah.
So if they're holding on and this doesn't work, well, now option two, because where's you're strong, you are strong. You
See,
like
like
little-
even
I
if
didn't
Decided-
think so.
even if you like do as far as you can, even that leverage is just gonna like
That's the go. Yep.
because your
Oh,
broken
because you're
circle is
this
up
way.
there.
Yes, so see, when you grab your mom, you grab her like this.
Wait, no, I go down, right?
No, you didn't. You
Wait,
grab her like this.
no, I didn't. Oh, wait, I go like that. How did I do that? This grip is evil.
It's payback time. When you mess with your mom, you're gonna mess with you back. No. So anytime, look at how easy this is. Just go arms right to my chin.
Oh yeah.
So if I grab you this way,
Same.
so you see how I'm grabbing different? So
Yeah.
my palms are up. Like, look how he's, if I'm grabbing you, my palms are up. Yeah. And you see how I'm coming in,
Okay.
that jerking. So there's no right and wrong. It's
Just the
flat.
way of the grip.
Yep. The grip.
Gotcha. Okay.
So no matter how hard, and this is works if you're in a zip tie or something like extreme, you are going hands in close, straight down. So instead of going up, just go straight towards his chin. And then when you come straight in, because you see where his, yep,
So in and down.
yep.
But
and
do
down.
this is the. I'm just gonna dodge you. I'm not trying to go like. You're doing it too quick. See, look, this is what you're doing. Dodge.
You're gonna hurt.
You're gonna dodge, right? You're going like.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
My thumbs
And
again.
don't hold on tight, but imagine now, let's say if this goes on this hand now. Exactly, see how this, and then just
Oh, and then
always step
down.
in. So instead of you, yep, so I want you to step in, we call this in wrestling, it's like stepping in on the triangle. I want you to step your foot really, really, really close to mine. Now look at the leverage. Now his whole body weight is behind that limb.
So
Yep, and you
release.
see how your
Yeah,
whole
well, what
body.
if they see that you step in? They're just gonna step back.
Well, then you just keep on stepping back. Can you step faster forward or backwards? Forward, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna run, which way we're gonna run? We're gonna run forward, we're not gonna run backwards.
But what if you train yourself to know how to run backwards?
You can, but you're still
It's
gonna
hard.
be slower, yeah.
I had another, and we can. I just
Yeah,
want to
no,
throw this out
absolutely,
there.
please do.
This
Like,
actually was a situation where I was, say like, this is a closet
okay,
and this is the door. And somebody was here,
Just holding
just
the door.
holding,
Yep.
I
holding the door or
holding, not holding, well, there's a door,
Or
but
they were
also just
just-
not letting me leave.
Oh, they were just blocking the entrance, kind of like the door jam.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Were you standing or were you sitting or,
I was standing,
okay,
but I didn't necessarily want to be.
in that position?
Mhm.
And did you let them
She's
know?
claustrophobic.
Yeah, well, any
Well,
person, 'cause
yes.
I just,
But in that
Okay.
particular instant,
so hands were up or was he
yeah,
just
just like if I moved here, it was here, like you can't leave the door, no hands were put on one another. But
Gotcha.
just,
But he was just.
Just
blocking the
like
entrance.
if there was a wall
Yeah.
right in
Okay.
front of us.
right,
So-
it was a human wall.
Gotcha, but there was the exit was there and that was.
And there
it.
was a door, I
Okay,
think it swung. open into the room,
Okay,
but yeah,
Wait, when did this situation happen?
long time ago.
so anytime you're in a doorway, anything, if you can't poke them, we're gonna do the bull's horn. Did I do that with you? I do so many things
You
with self
did,
defense. Is,
this one,
yep, that one. So if they're really big, like I want you to go for their eyes first and foremost. If they can't go in there, you're gonna bull and then cat scratch. So
Well-
bull's horn, boom, and I'm gonna cat scratch. Bull's horn, and I'm gonna cat scratch.
Wait, but what if there's just like, there's doors and they're just holding them and you can't get out? What
They're
if
holding the
that?
door, you just start yelling, screaming, bring as much noise, attention to the scene. Hey, fire, something smells smoky or whatever, like, uh-oh, hey, there's a snake in here, or whatever it may be,
If
anything
you have
that's
your
gonna
phone on
create.
you, 911.
Absolutely, and you should have like an ice, they call it, in case of emergency contact, listed already, who's your go-to person that's on
Gotcha.
your phone, like it could be John Doe, for example, that's, hey, I'm in an emergency, call here, boom. And he needs to, if he has a phone or if he has something, he needs to have you as a contact, and then who else is his contact?
right, you
Mm.
have me, so we need to put it in like favorites probably.
Yep, favorites where it's easy, accessible, and it's less than one thing, that's in
One
there.
or two clicks.
Yep, one or two clicks, less is best, because when that confrontation happens, it's gonna be like,
So fast.
so fast, and it's
Mhm.
not gonna be like, oh, I can do all these things. No, because we're not expecting it, but this is why you guys are gonna do this, and we're gonna go through a whole gambit of things, and I want these live like Q&A, because then it's more personable
Mhm.
to you. When I was with that group this weekend, it was like, or last weekend, it was like amazing. It was like, oh, this, and they were kept, I was like, no, bring it at me, bring it at me. And I was like, oh, I was like mentally, like after
Right.
there, it was a long weekend, but it was great because they felt like empowered and confident, and all their medical and personnel, they were like, oh my gosh, now we know what to do.
Yeah,
And that's the half the battle. So if anything, if I'm saying I'm blocking you, we're gonna use you as the wall. You're gonna be the bad guy for your mom for this situation. So you're gonna be right in here. Okay, so if he's in there, the first thing that I want you to do is your hands are gonna be up like this. And your stance is yes. So that way you see how you automatically are like, hey,
athletic stance.
yeah, you're ready to go.
Let me
And
out.
then, and if he's saying squared up, look at how easy your fingers are. And I always want you to block their vision. Because now you see, what does he has to do
He has
automatically?
to move.
So he's not gonna like walk into the hand, right? So if he goes in, maybe he will, but no, but as he
Maybe
goes
I will
in, the
just go-
first thing you're gonna do is the eye gouge. And then the second thing you're gonna do is you're gonna throw your hand and you're gonna walk out. So
Okay.
say you're, I'm the victim, like you're the bad guy, okay? So I'm like, hey, right in here, I don't wanna see him. I don't wanna have my fear if he's tattooed or scarred or he's running his mouth, you know what I mean? The longer we're in the confrontation, the odds are in our favor, so seconds count.
Okay,
We gotta get out of there within 3 seconds or less. Anything more is gonna be too complex. And three moves, 3 for 3, remember that.
3 for 3.
3 for 3. So I'm going in here and Henry's right in here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is this hand, like he's blocking, you have your hands out like this, like, yeah, on the doorway, because that's,
Yeah,
so if they're open, thank you, because now I know this goes here, even if I just go crisscross, 1, 2, and this goes in and I'm out. So I'm digging in with my thumbs, and it's not gonna be perfect, but I'm going in and out. You okay?
Yeah.
It stopped you, huh?
It's like.
But that goes for anybody. Somebody could be in the school bullying you, like blocking you, or you're in a confrontation. I want you to go to 2 spots.
Just 1, 2.
1, 2, yep, and go right on the eyebrow. That way we can really push. That way I can still see. So I want your thumb to go right in here, and you see what I'm doing is I'm anchoring his traps as my pivoting point.
right.
This other hand is gonna go in, 1, 2. And if he goes anywhere, it's instant. And then once I go in there, you had mac and cheese yet? No, okay, no.
I had
So,
yesterday.
so try that. Say if I'm right here blocking your vision, and yep, so don't get so close
Don't
to
get so
me,
close.
but imagine like, okay, so bring this up. So make me like I'm seeing your hand. Nope, don't even move this. If I move my head, you follow it. Yep, and then this one goes in. Now put your hip to my hip and walk out the door.
Okay.
As that goes through, you're clearing your exit point. During confinement, when I'm teaching college girls, the same thing. Guys are blocking the doorway, they're having a few drinks under the influence. I'm like, nope, you gotta remove yourself and this is how we're gonna do it. Bam, as soon as that goes there, and then you can't stretch all the way through. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Mhm.
So two,
And
and
as
that's,
soon as the body rocks one way or the other, that's
Oh.
where you can get out.
yeah, you're going out, especially when there's, the exit is back here. You know what I mean? So you gotta get out of there. There's the threat. If not, you're staying here. And where is he? He's going back and you're just going all the way through. You can palm, you can go up on his chin, but I want something to go in there. You're gonna go on the chin. I want you to claw with the ear and become like a tiger. You know what I mean?
Wolverine.
So as soon as that comes up, that chin, those eyes are clawing all the way through.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And we can do some other like striking points too. I don't know if did we do any? Man, I have so many different groups.
Yeah.
Maybe we can go on and just like somebody's like just in front of your face. And he's like, okay, posturing in. So what I want you to do is you can hold them.
I want to slap it like I thought
So,
of him.
You can, and what I want you to do is slap, come with an elbow and then chomp back.
Okay.
So now what am I doing? Now I'm adding like, whoa, hey, I'm playing
see
with
that
soft,
again?
yep. So slow motion, ready? Okay. So
Wait,
as
no,
I
no,
slap,
slow
yep.
motion.
So what am I doing? I'm slapping or clawing the eyes. I
Right.
want this to go through. This one here, this elbow comes back, this hand is like a hammer. I'm gonna hammer fist.
Okay.
Like I've seen you
want
do
you to
that
hit-
elbow.
Yes, right here, not on here, because you can
Right.
break that. So just like a hammer, so you're gonna
On
clap,
the meat.
elbow, hammer fist back.
Okay.
Yep, you wanna try? So
Sure.
clap, elbow, there you go. Clap, elbow.
I don't know.
So as soon as this elbow comes in,
Boom.
yep,
So it's like
nope, come forward, because you don't wanna,
Boom,
yep,
boom.
exactly. So as you come through, so clap and scrape his eyes.
oh,
and then elbow,
straight.
elbow that one, now hammer fist back. There you go. And then focus in on the nose to
Right.
hammer fist that
Oh,
nose.
so it's like
So clap,
boom,
scratch,
oh,
elbow to
wait.
chin.
and then you
hammer
right in the
fist.
nose.
Yep. So a hammer fist is easy and that's where you can easily go on the person's nose and it doesn't take a lot of effort and a lot of skill.
I also
Right.
want to
You know
learn
what I
how to
mean?
use like the stick and
Okay. We can go through that. Let's stay on the self-defense today and then like our next session just to get more and then.
Getting off the ground, you mentioned that last
Okay.
time, and that would be useful.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get pushed down
Yeah.
and then you're being,
Yeah,
It's-
because I think like even if you're like this, you wouldn't want to lift your
Yep.
head up.
somebody's,
Absolutely.
you know, here or
Yep,
something.
if they're straddling you or sitting on top of you, so let's do that. And then we can come back to this, we'll come back to George later on. So, can I use you?
Yeah,
You okay if I get on top of you?
yeah.
Okay, so this is in martial arts or grappling, this is mount. When I'm sitting across your belly, I'm on top of you. If I'm in between your legs, they call that guard. Not that
Okay.
you gotta know, but like, just understanding,
Guard.
yep. So if I'm on top and I'm sitting here, I'm in what position?
Guard. Wait,
Oh.
no.
You can test it.
Mount.
Okay, mount, because I'm sitting on top. And usually when they're sitting here, their hands are pinned down.
Yeah.
And so now what do you do from here?
I have no idea.
Now? Remember what did you do to your mom earlier? No, I'm kidding. No.
Wait, what's
No, no. So the same thing, so what would you do? So I want you to get down, and I want you to get on your
Jeez.
mom and hold your mom down, and then I'm gonna go with my imaginary
Oh, that hurts.
target or partner. So,
So the broken circle
yep, and
is I
say
mean,
you're,
the back to me. I mean, I can't, I don't know.
okay,
I
so
really don't know.
here's what we're gonna do. So imagine I got my invisible partner.
Yeah.
Can you see him?
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
can, he's invisible. How can you see him? No. So as soon as you're going here, you extend one hand, and if you're on a bed, the cushion's gonna come down, it's gonna be softer, you know what I mean, like,
Sure.
or hard surface. So practice this on the bed at home with you guys, because you're gonna have a different feel. Because then you have the headboard that you can't do a lot of motion.
Right.
This hard surface out on the ground, on the concrete, absolutely. First thing I'm gonna do is bring my hand above my head. Look how close his arm is to you. I want you to bite. No, there's the, so as soon as you bite, now that hand that he freed up, I mean,
and you went and you saw what he did, it's an automatic reaction.
This.
Yep.
Hold me down as hard as you can, and see if I even can move my arms.
Okay, so,
I'm
so
pretty
no problem.
stuck.
Move your head to his arm. This, but you see how he loosened up? So,
He,
cause you won't like, absolutely, if he's super strong, yeah, you're not trying to
Move your head.
muscle. But as soon as that goes in, we're just biting to initiate pain, so he responds, right?
Right,
And his reaction is what? To pull away.
pull away, open the circle.
So that free hand that comes through is gonna claw his face. And you're gonna go to your legs. And what you're doing here is bringing your base underneath you, which is great. Cause then you can kind of, if your hips are gonna be stronger, you can, after you bite, you can launch them and go to one side. So see if I'm biting, there you go. Now with, yes, and see how you're getting up? And then if he still stays on, that top leg will come up top.
so, you're gonna bite and then, yeah, if I still stay on.
So, yeah, pretend to bite and then launch and bring that left leg.
Now I'm
Yep.
stuck.
So as soon as that goes in,
Don't hurt me.
yep, but hold on, Henry, you can go hard on her after she knows what to
Yeah.
do. But
Okay,
right
let me
now-
back, let me
Yep.
back.
So what we're gonna do right here, Sarah, as soon as because a lot of guys grapple and they're gonna float the hips, meaning like they're gonna open up their legs enough to keep you in between their
Right.
legs. So they're just gonna keep you in guard.
Like a cage.
Yep. So as soon as you bite, like I'm going here, boom, this motion has to go. And my knee, both of my knees come in. I'm going like a windshield. Cause see how that moves my
Right.
body, right? Soon as I move that body, the top leg automatically comes up to hit him in the groin,
Mhm.
right? And I'm gonna have this as a shield. So I'm having this barricade here and this as my leg to push back, to bring back. And then once I'm here, look how far I can arch my back.
Mm.
See how far I'm like in the fetus position? I go, stay away from me, nope. As soon as I come back here, now I'm gonna get my long range weapons. And you have 3 weapons on you at all times. Your long range, medium, and then your short range, your knees and elbows. And we'll go through and start using those on how to benefit. When you're on the ground, you're gonna be using your short and medium weapons. You're not gonna be kicking unless they grab a hold of your leg.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So step 1, as soon as he goes in here, you're gonna bite. Step 2, turn to a hip. And use your free hand that released his hand. Like if you bite on this side, that's your free hand, scraping the eyes.
I missed the eyes, oh god.
You
Okay.
hit right here, you would have done nothing.
Yep. Cause he knows it's coming. yeah.
Right.
So the average person is not gonna be knowing that's coming. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're gonna anticipate fighting back. But when you do this, you gotta be able to turn
Okay,
like a
let's look
switch.
at average person.
So it's like, there, turn the,
So
so
stuck.
when you see how this leg straight,
That's
I
fine.
want you
Okay,
to,
that should just go back.
Okay. Okay.
here, Henry, do it to me. So,
Because you're gonna do it way faster and I'm
Yep.
gonna die.
no, because I
The
want
knees
you to, I
together.
want you to see it. Because
I can't.
once I'm here, like as soon as he's down in here, first thing, your legs can be straight, or they can be bent. Soon as I go in here, I'm just gonna bring this side up. Now, once I bring this up, he's got a table. I took one of the legs off.
Right.
So he's got 3 legs. So I wanna be able to launch him up and over. And if I can, I'm gonna go towards the back of his head. And as I'm going here, hold tight, don't let go. Don't let go. So say he's here, I bite. Boom, I wanna go over that side. So
Okay.
see what I did is I bridged as one, as opposed to go here, and then you tried to turn.
Right, as one.
So this motion, when you're here, bite first, raise, use your legs. Nope, so
You
push
go
your
boom
hips
at
up,
the same time.
push your hips up, there you go. Because when you, now, yep, and then you're gonna bring that leg to come down.
Game up,
That wasn't quite.
knock in.
Lock in, bite. So yep, so that, good.
Full
The
size.
edge. Here,
Yep.
get off me, scooch over.
Does that make sense?
Think so.
As soon as you go in here, I want you to push your hips to the ceiling as fast as you can. Right there, and then turning, yep.
Trying to be serious here.
There you go, and then that's it, and then, yep, exactly, and you just, but as you do that as one motion,
Yeah.
that's the number one,
momentum.
you can't do these things into step one, step two, step
Right.
three. So we're gonna put those two, so it's one motion as one.
It's a launch, not a choreograph.
Yeah, it's not like moving in there, okay, you ready, you wanna try on Henry? And here, Henry,
Come to
turn your
this-
head this way, turn your head towards me, this way, or that way, yep, there we go, that way, we have plenty of sides, you can launch your right or left. You see, mom has a free ticket for the flight she's gonna do.
So,
So bring your legs, so turn, can you bring your arm above your head?
no.
Can you put your head through, there you go, you can see how you can bite. Now, bring your feet underneath you, I want you to push your hips up. And then push that free arm right towards her face. And get her off, and then that, yep, and see how that leg comes up. This, your left leg comes up to recoil. But if it comes in automatically as this shield, it's gonna be a big difference, you know,
Right.
and it's gonna hit them in the groin, which is gonna slow them down.
Right.
And then you just basically Flintstone run up again. Does that make sense?
I think so.
I understand it now. Wait, it's.
Bite, bring your base underneath you, legs in. And nope, so you need
I have
to,
to-
yes, see, keep the heel closer to your butt.
Oh.
Okay, there, because now your power is gonna come from there. There, and you see how you're bridging?
Yeah.
And that's what they do as a wrestler's bridge. Yep, just like that, you're bridging up, but if your feet are further away.
It's
try to-
like,
Yep, just look at that, see how small that bridge is?
Yeah, it's like a hip thruster.
Yep, so exactly, so bring your feet all the way in closer to your butt. As soon as you go in, now your powers, your quads are right there. Now
Right.
the centers are on top and you're controlling their center to launch right side, left side. And it doesn't matter right or left. So we did, what position was that?
grapple.
Almost.
Wait, no. Mount.
Good job, good work. You're gonna be tested again, so be careful. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And you only
Wait,
wanna
what's
have to
grappling?
do. Grappling is like wrestling, jujitsu,
Do
Greco.
you know all of those?
I do. I know a lot of them.
Do you know any like self-defense moves that use all of those like in one motion? Or no?
No, because there's difference from tournament to self-defense. When I'm teaching a tournament, none of these moves are legal. When I'm coaching on the sideline, I can't go and eye gouge the person
Right.
coaching kids in the wrestling, eye gouge them, take them out and then double it. No, that's not gonna be what.
There's no bush league.
There's a lot more rules and regulations based on, because it's a sport. This right here is not a sport.
This is real.
Yep, this is when somebody crosses that line, you're traveling, you're going as a break-in. Who knows what it could be, but this is where it's like, this is the line that nobody crosses, that I have to cross that line to get away. I have to hurt you enough to get away.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Save your own life stuff.
Yep. So let's do this. Let's do it in a shadow, like we'll lay down. And so we're gonna do it together. So this way you guys can practice. So arms are down. So imagine just bringing your head to your arm, feet up, and then I want you to launch up and then roll to that side. Perfect.
Oh, look.
And then bring that left leg in. Perfect. Now arch your back. And then keep your legs so you're gonna kick them out. Yes, there you go. Perfect. Now let's go the other side. So as soon as we're laying down, we're gonna bite, boom, feet are in. I'm launching them this way, leg comes in, I'm kind of a shield. So I'm protecting, see how my elbows on my knee, and I'm gonna arch back to kick. Yep, because I'm gonna show you how strong you're gonna be. This shield goes across their waistline like a seatbelt. So when you go to the side, go to your side. Boom, keep this strong, okay? I'm gonna lean on you. Don't let me lean on you. But you see how this, now what I want you to do is just extend this leg out. Whoa, look at that. So I have, because he's under the
But
pressure.
now lean on it.
So here, extend out, good. Now, if I grab this hold, see how I grab your ankle?
Yeah.
I want you to know what a car piston is.
No.
Take mechanics class, because I don't know that. No.
No.
Okay, not yet. So it's an engine that goes up and down, the pistons.
Oh,
Wonderful.
I know.
So I want this to be like the car piston,
I know what
Hill,
car piston
like
is.
you're pumping that up. Yep, and you're gonna aim here, 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 because the more I'm holding on, be like a car piston. Hold on, like fast, kick, kick. I can't hold on. See on my shoulder?
Yeah.
If I grab
Your
your two
shoulders
hands,
is just moving too
yep,
fast.
and it's gonna break that grip. So, makes sense with the seatbelt?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
gonna use as a shield. So let's go on the other side. So this way here, place this where?
Right
On my
here.
waistline. And as long as this shin is here, I can lean in. I mean, he's strong. He's got his quads. Then extend that leg out. Good. And you see how his
Yeah.
extension goes out. Let's try that here. Get to a hip. Use this right in here. See how this is placed right on the waistline. So
Now
if I-
lean all the way.
Yep,
so
I'm gonna
she
lean
can-
on you. So now there you go. See how no matter how much I can't stay on there. And it's a free quad workout. So go the same way on this side. And then I want you to do it on Henry. So if I'm here, coil this
Right.
in and then have this elbow. There you go. See how you go up and look in if I'm holding on. Exactly where's that going?
Right.
There's no way I can go.
But then I'd be aiming.
Yep, as soon as I grab here, you're kicking, kicking. Look how many, oh, okay, I'm gonna let go. And then I want you to literally Flintstone run on their legs. Bam, 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 bam.
Okay.
All the way up, but arch back with no sound effects. No, okay, no, no. So as soon as you're running, because you're gonna hit their stomach, their leg, their groin, their chest, you're running
That's
up
what you mean by Flintstone. I
Yep.
gotcha.
as opposed to just staying here
No,
and
you're
not
going.
moving. I'm running, so if you run up on the
Right.
body, yes, and look where your head's at, but don't turn your back
Oh,
away.
don't turn my back
Yep,
up.
because now we're gonna get up the right way too.
Yeah,
'Cause
how do we get up? Cause
yeah.
we're spinning, spinning,
See
spinning.
right there, perfect. Now this leg is gonna be like a tripod. So have this leg right in here and this leg underneath. That way, you see how you have a tripod? Try this right in here. See how my legs? You guys see, can you see how my stance? My legs are here.
Mhm.
Now use your elbow and then that free hand. Good. Because if they come down now, yep, use your elbow to press down, left elbow press down, hand goes to their face, palm goes down. Now with this leg, instead of coming up like that, I want you to take this leg and step back. This becomes my spacer. I step back. There you go.
Wait, so
Good.
with this, you go.
Yep. The reason why I want you to step back is because if you come into me,
There
there's
you're
a
okay.
knee, there's this, and if I'm here, this is the same thing I teach law enforcement, the same thing I teach fighters, the same thing I teach for self-defense.
Lawn?
Yes.
He teaches.
So when there's cops on there, they have a big tool belt, they can't move, but they still
great.
are getting a lot of grappling. And in this day and age, they have to know some submission and they have to abide by the law so much more, so many more rules. They can't just like, oh, I gotta go in here
Body
because
cams too, I'm sure.
exactly
Wait, body
everything's.
Well, anyway, continue on.
What are
So,
body cams?
so whenever we go in here, I want you guys to practice this. So this side, and this hand goes up. Then I want you, so, and then keeping this leg up. Yes, that leg, keeping that leg pointed up, see Henry, there you go.
Don't
Because
quit the
see, I
range
can kick
motion.
him in the knee, I can kick him in the chin, I can kick him in the face. That's it. And you see how those layers, if I'm going this way, I'm gonna tie up my own feet.
Right. this
And I
way.
can't really do
No.
anything down low. I'm not, this is stronger. Yep. And as soon as you go in there and you're rotating. Perfect. And then you rotate right side, left side.
Boom.
Yes, good job. So note, keep that foot, that knee always pointing up. Top knee pointing up, so I can easily, I can use this to get up. And you see how I have the 3-point, yes, and then you're stepping back and that hand is a buffer. So say you're standing in front of me. So if you're here in front, I want this leg here. Whoa, I want to hit right here. Bam. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
on the
go back.
knee.
So
Totally.
that's my easy target, right? I
Yeah,
don't want it when I'm kicking. I don't want to kick like this and slide off.
no.
I want to be able to kick sideways because see how I have a bigger target?
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
I slide down, you're hairy like me, I'm gonna get a free trim. You know what I mean?
Well, these
It's-
are easy to bust up. I
Yep.
put them back together.
Yeah, and as soon as I go here, my hand's either gonna go to their knee, to their groin, to their face. This hand now becomes a buffer. If you're too close to me and then you come
Right.
towards me, okay, I'm gonna come back. But you see how I'm using this as back and I'm not letting my head hit the ground. So you're gonna have to get some neck strength and I'll show you a neck exercise that you guys can do.
I have neck
Um,
strength.
But as soon as I kick, I'm gonna touch, you okay if I touch you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna touch your leg, your chest, your stomach, boom, and I'm going all the way up to your chest, to your face, as I'm sliding up this pad. So here's what I want you guys to do is to get up and I want you to keep that hand on the bag. So as you slide up, you'll see. So Henry, you're gonna be on this side, Sarah, you're gonna be on this side, I'm gonna be over here. So you guys can watch what I do. Yep, so imagine like, oh, there, I can kick. It feels what it's like to kick. Yep, just don't hyperextend your leg by straightening that out. So as soon as I get up, you're gonna start really low. Keep your hand on the bag. Now you're gonna post and slide up. Oh, good. Now you see how you have contact all the way through. You never let it go. You're just feeling whether it's their knee, their hip, their waist, any part of their body. I'm going all the way up. Let's try that again. Slide. Yep. And good tripod. Yep. And then, yep. Perfect. And then when you kick, good, 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 good. Yep. And you see as this goes in and then step away. So as you step away, now you can push away off the back. Use this as a barrier. Boom. Stepping down. Good. And then see how you're pushing away. Now you create that space and that hand stays there. Instead of going close, what I don't want you to do is see how close I am here. Use this as your buffer to keep the space between you and the bag. If you're pushing up and I'm close here, I'm not.
You're walking into
I
it,
want
you're not
you to-
getting away.
Yep, I want you to step back.
Kick.
Yep. Kick, kick, and then slide. Yep, yes, now just, yep, right in there. And so you just match towards your arm. When you guys are doing this, he can slide like, okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to do it to me, do it to a person. We're gonna stand sideways. So you're down. You're gonna softly, boom, you kicked. Okay, now slide, put your hand on me and go all the way up towards my face. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Let's see, where does this go? Always going towards the throat.
Yeah.
So habits we train or habits we gain. So it's always want you guys to finish here
Okay.
or up in here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I always finish with a good.
Feel the difference on somebody that's a human. So here's what I want you to do. You're gonna do it twice. You're down in the middle. Lay down for me. And then Sarah's gonna be on one side and I'm gonna be on this side. So if you're on this side, you're gonna go to me and then you're gonna rotate your feet. Yep. And then you're gonna go up and it's just what I want you to do is just turn your body sideways so he can, I want you to feel that he never leaves your body and then he finishes at the throat. Does that make sense? Okay. Yep. Now,
So
where's this
start
hand? Yep. Where does that hand go? Bam. Yep.
Bam.
Touch, slide. Good, 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 good. Good. And then this hand is always up too,
Oh, yeah.
as your backup. Perfect. Good job. Now down on mom. Watch out for that banana peel. See, got you. There's no difference. Boom. Yep. Touch. Yep. So the only, good, good, good. The only difference is get your feet better. You did this on your mom with me. So as you're here with your mom, have this stance. This leg here, you know what I mean? That way you're really gonna work right side, or actually it doesn't matter, right? Left, yeah, there you go. And you see how was there any space? Okay, now mom's turn to do it. You're on this side, yep. So, yep, if she kicks, yep,
I guess it doesn't matter.
yep, doesn't matter. And when you kick, I want you to have, sorry if I tickle you, I want the flat part of your foot. That way it's a bigger target as opposed, or the heel, but not so far down in here within this section right in
Okay.
here. Boom, good. Sound effects. And as that goes there, yep. Boom, perfect. And see if it goes in there, but that's enough to go back and do it with me on the other side. So that kicks, yep.
Kick.
Perfect. So if I'm coming down, yep, you see how it's automatic. And good job on finishing because as soon as
Sorry.
no, because as soon as I started coming down, that's exactly what I want you to do.
Okay.
Because I cannot, like,
Yeah.
I stopped in my tracks and that's what we want. We don't want to be like a gamble. We're not in
Yeah,
Vegas.
maybe.
Yeah, I want the odds to be in your favor, 99.9%. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's how to get up. And what position were you in when we got you down?
A grapple.
Almost. That
No,
was part
I'm
of it.
out.
Good job. So now we're gonna do one more just between when a person's
What's
between
the
your
grapple?
legs. Grapple is just like we're wrestling. Seen wrestling?
No, I don't.
It's
know
not
what
swinging, it's like holding.
Oh, yeah.
like
I don't know
holds.
what a grapple is.
So if I'm okay, here, get up, I'm gonna grapple with you. Get to your feet.
Remember the wrestling
your
move
feet.
you did?
Well,
Get to your feet.
it's kinda hard, you know, like.
You have to get to your feet. Get to your feet.
Oh my,
Get to your feet.
well, I have.
Get to your feet. Get to your feet. Have you showed your mom how much you loved yourself yet? Get to your feet. See, get to your feet. Get to your feet. No. No. This is one of the police moves that we have. I'm gonna say, put your hands behind your back, or you're gonna get tickle attacks.
No.
Oh, there you go. But as that's grappling. When you're trying to wrestling in your pin, you're like, what do I do? But we want to make sure that it's gonna be useful. You know what I mean?
If someone grapples you, how do you get out of it?
You don't grapple back with them. Poke them, you for self-defense.
Fuck you, you're like.
Yeah, but what were you doing? You were participating. So now if I start to grapple with you, I want you to just touch a part on me, okay?
Okay.
Ready? So I'm gonna
Okay.
grapple with you. Ready?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, go. Go. Where's that point? Go. Oh, good job. Go. Oh, now I'm grappling more. I'm gonna pin you. Now go. Now go. I'm gonna tie you up like a pretzel.
No.
Good job, but you see how there's when I'm grappling, you're not grappling. Look how easy those points are.
You're like.
What am I doing? I'm looking for limbs to try to tie them up, to try to submit. When you don't want to submit them, it's so easy.
It's
They
right here.
overcomplicate it because we're not doing
It's not sport, right?
It's not a sport. That's a big difference. Like you're going to a jiu-jitsu, you're going here. Half the guys that were teaching some of the self-defense, I've heard some horrendous stories. I'm like, no, you poke them, you get them out,
You poke them, you bite them, you prod
do
them.
whatever you can. You're not, but you see how easy what happened. I stopped in my tracks.
Yeah, you're right.
And were you going hard?
No.
And I'm pretty skilled. I got a high pain tolerance, but there's no pain tolerance that I can build that up.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Unless like you take bad stuff.
Yep.
Not
Yes.
even the bad stuff will do it.
Yeah, but now you know, like grappling is like just wrestling,
Holds.
holds and all that. And it's look how easy you can always go to the target because all you had was 2 targets. He didn't have, I got a gazillion and 1 moves that I can do.
But there's always one part of me that can just.
There's always, that's very good. And that's what I always want you to remember. There's always something you can do no matter what. How big, how strong, how muscular, how whatever size the opponent is, there's always something you can do, period. There's not like, oh, he's too strong. Well, no, if I poke him in there, that's enough for me to go in there. I just gotta be able to turn on like a light switch. When a light switch goes on, is it hesitant?
No.
It goes on pretty fast. That's what you gotta do in order to get away. Somebody's blocking that doorway, somebody's pinning you down, well, you gotta turn on that light switch, so it's an automatic skill
Commit.
time. Yep, because if you half-heartedly commit, obviously you're not gonna hurt your son when we're doing these, but if
Well, no, but
when he's going in here and holding that force is like, it's good, but it's also a stepping stone to like, oh yeah, well, it's fun and games, but now if I really turn on the heat, I'm able to do that. And we gotta make that judgment call within a second. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So we're gonna do one more from the guard. And that's when I'm in between your legs.
okay,
And let's say if I'm strangling you. So one we went, because I want to go with the most common attacks
Right.
out there.
that's definitely.
That's one, or if I put a pillow over your face and it's like, ugh, you
Like,
can't
what do you
breathe.
do with the pillow?
Well, you gotta fight.
You can't
to breathe.
see
You can't see, but his hands are where? Next on the pillow.
right there, so it's turned.
Well, you can't, so well, I won't bring a pillow down, but here, lay down. So actually, I'm gonna do it. Well, actually, I'll show you again, yeah. So I'm gonna go in between your legs and I'm gonna choke you from the ground because I'm gonna show you a little different variation. You okay with that? Okay, so if I'm here and say your legs are up, right? And this is more for like rape, prevent, you know what I mean? Like as soon as I'm in here, or somebody's right in here, what do you do? Yeah. But it's different because good job on remembering that, but now we're on the ground. Before we were on the wall. So we did the same 3 moves, but this one now is pinned down.
Wait, boom. I don't know.
Nope. So you're gonna become like a Christmas tree. Let's see how colorful you can get. No. No. But you feel how I'm getting like heavy?
Yeah.
So what do you think you would do from here? So I want you down,
Oh, jeez.
and then we're
See,
gonna
it's like-
have you on your two, and then I'm gonna.
This is my
Well,
You wouldn't.
no, but this is for training, but I want you to feel like. So what do you think you would do from there?
Um,
Yeah, but you
You
gotta
know?
breathe.
I'm short, that's.
Yeah.
I gotta
But
breathe.
you gotta breathe because he's either gonna squeeze super tight or let go.
Oh,
Okay, great. So now I'm gonna show you what to do.
Okay.
Okay, can you do it to me? So if you're
Yeah.
down, let's say, so if you're choking me. So if you're choking me here, first thing, no matter what, we're gonna hold. I don't want you, because I can't go anywhere. Good job on twisting, but really, 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 really choke. And I'm gonna show you how easy it is to break this grip. Keep on choking. You're there. Oh, that was enough. So what did I do? I pinched, and you see how my legs are coming in?
okay.
So I'm gonna push back on your hips. So if I can
Oh,
launch your
I was
hips,
thinking
that's
that, but I didn't think the arm.
that's my strongest point. But see what I'm doing is I'm grabbing my shoulders because this is a threat. So if I'm here, I grab my shoulders and I create a bow tie and I just hold on to this.
That that releases some
That
pressure,
releases-
even if they're
Yep.
still going at it.
Even if they're like really, really
Yeah.
heavy, it's just.
So step one is bow tie your arms. Because if I go here and she's really choking and I try to fight, well,
It's
help.
just gonna, you're pushing down on
Yeah, and
yourself.
it's getting worse. So I'm grabbing my own shoulders. I'm not grabbing the hands. I'm grabbing my shoulders and see how my elbows are up? I create, see how it's like an X? I just bring this down and I just hold this right toward my chest. Pull away. Pull your arms away. She's one, and we became one. I don't want this arm because I'm gonna show you how to snap their arms like a twig.
We like break their arm.
Yep, because if option
Don't
one
break-
doesn't, no. So if option one doesn't work, like this is one, I gotta breathe. This always is number one.
Right.
This is option one right here. I can push back, look how far I can push. I can launch her. My heels are like riding a horse, right? If that doesn't work, my legs are gonna come up on her head. Now I'm gonna pinch you, okay?
Yeah.
But once,
Break their arm.
well, once I get here, I'm
Well,
pinching,
I'm pretty
and then I'm
stuck.
gonna extend this elbow. Look,
Does it
so
hurt?
look, and I'll do it to you. So look, with my pinkies, when my legs are in, you're okay?
Yeah.
My legs are in, I'm gonna bring my knees in, and with my pinkies,
Does that hurt?
you can
Well,
see how it
I mean,
feels.
it's tight.
Cause you're
Doesn't hurt me,
you're using the fulcrum of your inner thigh. So what I want you to do is you're gonna do it to me. I want you to lay down and we're gonna walk through the steps. So you can see step one, we're gonna grab the shoulders, like really, really choke. Oh, good job. Sorry to be the coughing. But you see how as I'm holding right in there.
Right.
Perfect. Now he can go. Can you pull your arms away? No. It's like super glue. Step two, lay feet on the hips. Perfect. Now I'm gonna launch him out. Boom. Send him back. If he goes back and he comes in, oh great. Now look at this. This leg comes in and hold with the hand. Like you see, they're extended and their arms become like.
Yeah, it's this way and
Are
you
you
can't.
okay?
Oh, yeah, I can live, but. Oh,
So the more they're extended, what we're doing is snapping, and then you're gonna snap and you're gonna break those arms. I get more, when I'm grappling, I do this with some of the jujitsu guys, cause I incorporate self-defense, but I'm also like,
we fractured my chin
You're
right
fine.
now.
You're fine.
but they're strongest when they're this way. They're weakest when their arms are here and extended out.
And
Remember,
they
like
keep
you're,
twisting.
and you're
Right.
using your inner thigh and your calf as a fulcrum. I want you to try to bring your knees together, cause you have leverage. The
Wait, can I
bigger-
try that?
Absolutely, you're gonna try it. Yeah, and you're gonna try it too. That way you guys feel what it's like.
To actually like,
Yeah, but don't snap my arms. I need
I'm
them.
not.
Cause it's,
I'm
doesn't
gonna
take
do
very
this.
much.
I'm gonna do.
So
this
here's the
like-
deal. What I want you to do is put your heels on my hand. Both feet. So keep your legs bent. Now, what I want you to do is I just want you to lift your hips up. Nope. Keep
Oh,
your
off the
Off the
heels.
floor.
Yes, that's on my neck. If you lift this up, I'm snapping like a twig.
Really?
Yep.
Cause the
'Cause
heel,
look,
Your neck or
no,
your?
my arms. So now come down. So when I'm choking
Oh
you,
my God, like this enough. I lift
yep,
it
so
up.
here's what I want you to do. Right here, I want you to just lift your hips up. That's it.
okay,
That's
Now,
all to do.
That's all I want you to do now. What I want you to do is try to bring your knees together. Oh, now lift your hips up. Keep your knees. Oh, look at that. See,
Uh-huh.
the tighter this is, that's the fulcrum that
That's-
goes in there. Now he's gonna have my limbs doing the same thing, but you see, it's not a hard, is it? You have leverage,
It's really easy.
and that's what we want to
And if
make
your
sure.
arms are there, it
Yep.
doesn't.
So
really-
now when I'm here, so step one is what? What is always step one we're always gonna do?
No.
Just go this way, yep, right in there. So if I'm choking, like come down, bring your arms to me. Good now. Hold on to the arms. Don't let me get pull away. Hold on. Nope, just pinch your arms. There
grab your
there you
shoulders,
go.
there
Yep.
you go.
Yep, so grab your shoulder. Yes,
Yes.
that's it. Yep, don't grab your toes, grab your shoulders, because your toes can rip. Yep, your shoulders aren't gonna rip.
Okay, try it.
One out.
I can't.
Nope. So here, now just hold that right there. There. Perfect. Now, step two, there's option one. Put your feet on my hips.
Wait,
Your
wait up.
heels. Yep. Now push me back. Oh, and that's fine if I go back. If I stay, just look how strong your legs are. Or if you go back, that's fine too. But remember, there's a headboard or there's something soft on there. So that's why we did
Grinding on gravel.
Yep, and that's where, but if you're pushing back, well, great, this is an option one, and you put those hands, like you're riding a horse, and these are the
Well,
spurs.
she could be good at that because she went to the World Series, yeah.
Oh, there you go, but as that comes in, right on their waist, and you have all the leverage right there.
Okay,
That makes sense, now, we're gonna go to step two. Step two.
You're
very
still
perfect.
there.
Yep, you're gonna hold on to this with all your might. Nope, there we go, now I got stuck in there. So if I'm here, go to option one first. Boom, now go to option two. Don't push back. Go to option two, put your heels on my neck. Oh, nope, good on my neck, good instructions on my back and my shoulders. There we go. I was like, now,
Be
bring your
gentle.
knees together, bring your knees together.
softly.
Tell me one.
Yep, you can bring those knees in together, tighter, tighter, tighter. Tighter is here because you're not lifting it, so just bring your knees in tight, there, see how my arms are coming in?
There,
Now, Henry, right in here, so Henry, you're doing great. When I say stop, stop, or if I tap, tap, raise your hips up, keep your knees together. Nope, don't let your legs go out. See how your legs go out? Keep your knees together, knees together. Nope, nope, nope. Reset, come back down. Bring your knees together.
I can't.
Yes, you can. Bring them, there you go, like that. Now raise your hips. Your knees going up, keep on raising. There you go, tap, right there. So the difference, what I want you to do, yeah, you're
but
trying
in that situation, you just throw those
Yeah,
hips up.
as soon as this goes in, so here's what I'm gonna have you do. This way you can hurt the noodle. So I'm gonna pretend like these are my arms. Hold on to those and I want you to touch your knees together. There, touch your knees, those are my arms. Now lift your hips up. That's it.
Oh, yeah,
But you
bro.
see how tight your knees are?
Yeah.
Okay? So that's what I want you to go.
Gotcha, and that's where it snaps right in here.
Yep. Right in here, I'm extended out like this. So if I'm strongest here. I'm like, oh, I got him, I got him. Oh, now he goes here. He's got leverage. Put your heel, come up on my neck. Good. Now bring your knees together like you're squeezing that noodle. There.
And
tight.
then go up.
Yep, and then go up. And you see how this becomes a fulcrum. Your inner thigh and this arm comes in. And all you're doing is just bring this knee into you. Oh, that's what I want you to do. Okay, do the same thing. So my hands are here, you imagine here, bring your knees in there. See how force you. Well, that is, that's gonna be the strength. Anybody chokes you from here, just in there. And it goes from the mount, but more from the mount, you gotta get off because there's more different options. When they're in your guard, you can push them away, option one, but you gotta breathe. If they're centered down on that. Does that make sense? Okay, we'll try again. So if I'm here, I'm gonna choke a little harder. You tell me when. Okay, now what do? You pick the option that you want. Good, and see how that extended. Now put your heels on my back of my neck. Then bring your knees in tight like the noodle. Oh, good job. Now,
And then-
yes.
But I'm not gonna do
Nope.
that.
So imagine you go right in there. Imagine my arms are there. Lift up your hips fast. Oh, bam. That's how. There's
It's
no.
broken.
it's-
It's done.
it snaps very,
1 year recovery.
yeah, well, you're going from here to in here. And that is the worst because this, I don't have any more strength on that. I'm strong as here, but as soon as I go in, I can't do it, if that makes sense. Okay, you wanna try?
Yeah.
You try with your mom? You're okay, my
Yeah.
mom? Okay, so
I
my,
don't have good bones.
yep, we got tender bones. Step one, yes, and you see how that's holding that? Right there, perfect. Now, go to step two. Go right, so nope.
On the
come
back.
On the back. There you go,
Or
now
here.
bring your knees together. Good, now slowly raise your head, there, you go. But keep your legs coming in. So punch those knees together.
I don't wanna do too much.
Nope, right there, and now raise it, tap, there you go, see how this becomes a focal.
Yeah.
The tighter this is in, there's
Yeah.
no way I can't escape, I can't pivot, I can't turn around. I did as a double arm bar, like, as
Yeah.
one, but this is snapping before they are going in there, and a good job on having this.
Yeah,
See, hold, yep, and exactly how your mom was here and holding, but she didn't let go. They're gonna come down to your chest, but that's it, but that's taking this thread off your neck to right in here, and holding your
you
shoulders.
get a few breaths to get them off.
Yep, and as soon as that doesn't work, and then you can literally Flintstone run
Yeah.
on their face. Don't really realize, like try to snap their arms. If it doesn't work on one, boom, go straight to the feet. Go straight feet to the face.
But like 100% of the time, if you do that, it's just gonna snap. Like
Yeah, when you're
Doesn't
committed
take
to
much.
one, it doesn't take very much because your
Like,
leverage makes your.
Well, yeah, these are strong.
my mom, you do that to me, it's done.
Yes. Well, think about it, your arms don't bend back that way. They stop here.
Yeah,
But they
nobody has
bend.
that range of motion.
Exactly.
If you do this to me, I'm a mustache.
Please, does that make sense?
Yes.
Bow tie.
That one was super, I got that.
You have
And
to
I
get
want you to
it.
practice this on the bed, because it changes, because now it's cushioned.
Right.
But then you're looking for the environment, you're gonna grab a nice pen,
Stick.
pen, whatever's.
Pillow would be an interesting
So-
adaptation.
So the pillow is smothering. it's
Right,
cemented. So
smothering.
the first thing that I'm doing here is I'm gonna be bringing my feet up to lunge and turning my head. As I turn my head, I can get an air pocket, you know what I mean? If I stay here and like, help.
So yeah, you use that
So-
hip thruster.
Yep, there you go, and see how you turned your head?
Yeah.
Alright, so just imagine, hip up and just turn your head this side like you're, there you go. Now go to the other side, so bam, boom, keeping my head down. So now I can get away in so many different options as opposed to just that, because once I smother, his hands are where? Right on the side of the pillow. Great, I'm gonna, well, not great, but
Right.
I'm gonna bring this up, this goes hands to his ears or his face.
Scratch. Right, back
Eyes and
running.
throats, yep, and I'm turning to breathe, to march out, because the pillow's not gonna stay on me on that. And as soon as he goes out,
No.
as soon as he gets hit or scratched in the eye, you're gonna respond, and that's when you're option. This is the same.
Yeah.
thing.
Like with
I
a
want
stick
stuff
or
that's gonna
something.
be working wherever you go for forever, you know what I mean? Obviously, when we're older and fragile, it's not gonna be in there, but you're not gonna be laying down on the ground, but it's easy, you can still hope and still have those same targets.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
yes.
All right. Those are two positions on the ground. Besides grapple. What was that one called? I'm in between your legs?
Grapple. No, mount.
Almost.
Mount.
Mount.
Between the legs.
So mount is when I'm on top.
No,
So guard.
Yeah.
So if I'm right here, what is that?
Mount.
If I'm right here, what is that?
Guard.
This one.
Mount.
Close your eyes. Figure out which one it's at. Which one?
Mount.
What about that one?
Guard. Mount. What?
Mount.
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 So, but if I'm in between your legs, so just remembering those, because those two are gonna be forever, like those are the big, most common things that attacks when I'm going on ride-alongs and getting updated with the cops, or when they're here, what's going on, because I get to ask them a lot of questions, because I'm like,
Like we don't.
well, one, I know them. And
Are you friends with them?
yeah, I train them. I train their kids and their families and their wives. So it's like,
See, we're getting the good stuff, honey.
yeah, you're not getting stuff that can't do, they have to follow protocol. We don't have to follow
Right.
protocol. There's a big difference. That makes sense? Like, when somebody goes in there, you have to be able to turn on what?
Fire.
I don't know,
Light switch.
light switch. There's no hesitation. Just remember that, like the light switch, you think of these things, and that's what I'm trying to relate them in here, so it's gonna be relatable forever. I'm using everyday items, like
A stick.
a stick, but also what happens after the lights? Yes.
I had an idea for an everyday item, cause we were talking about the little
Oh.
stick on the keychain, the phone.
Yep.
Phone is a weapon. That
Absolutely.
would be a good one, because I always am carrying my phone.
Hey mom, remember that Verizon? That gold keychain?
And I'm gonna send you an ebook that I just created with the well, I did it on my own, but I had all of them. I wanted to go with the law enforcement guys from LA to Deschutes County to see that they got my, that they approved of it. And it's just for very basic general stuff. It's a 30-page book that I created. It's sweet. So don't worry about any of the links on there, because then it goes on to my online course. But I'm getting all this stuff, but you can, but this stuff is just dialed down on just principles on when you're driving, when you're traveling, when you're walking that road, and you're driving in the cars, all of these things, like how do you handle situations, and it's just more free content, because I want to give this out to the world and capture my people's name and email, so I can not
Well, sure,
market
I
towards
get
them
it.
for that thing, but don't worry about any of those links. So those links that says join now, you can click on it, but don't pay anything on there, and you can see where that takes them for an online course. So people that can't train in person or online, well, I can do it internationally, and do it nationally.
That's cool.
So I have people in Australia, people in California, New York, all across the nation. Here's how you can train, and this is all part of this ordeal, which is a one-win for everybody, because now they're getting short 3-minute or less tutorials with a description of how to do it. Actually, I'll probably add you into that group on there too. That is a private group. Well, yeah. Well, I go with it's more for the one, yep, for the, well, it's for the kids, but it's,
He's right, I hate to say it out loud, but he's right in the sweet spot for kidnapping.
oh, absolutely. And this stuff right in here is the same thing that you would work if you're being abducted. And that's what I had somebody, whenever you're standing on a street corner. So here's the thing, you always want to be on the inside of the curb. Because if you're on the edge, it means you snatch you, grab you, take you, advantage and pull up and grab you over there. And no person ever needs directions from a kid. Remember that. So, hey, I'm lost. Can you help me out?
No.
Why would an adult need directions from a kid? You drop your guard down, or it's like, oh, here's a map. I'm lost over here. Well, they get you out of the car. Can you show me? And you nope. And there's 2, 3, 4 other people that's on there. Say, sorry, no hablo inglés, or whatever. You just, sorry, I don't.
Yeah, no,
sorry.
man.
My dad's a cop. He can help you out. So you use those verbal distractions, even if you have to fib a little bit to create that distraction. I'm on the cell phone. Oh yeah, Johnny just got out of prison. Oh great. And, oh man, good thing he didn't get life. Oh, and this person's giving you the heebie-jeebies, but all I'm doing is just calling out my awareness on those different things. Does that make sense? But this is really, really, the stuff that you guys were getting is taking me decades to learn, where you guys are gonna get it in weeks or sooner. You know what I mean? And what you had in here, the live Q&A, that is huge. Like, what happens on this? Because so many situations going in there, and I've done videos on there, but I gotta find them. Like, well, yeah, I'm sitting down in a changing room. Well, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the groin and go to the throat. I'm sitting in a chair while I'm grabbing and poking, and I'm running out.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's the same thing that's gonna work. You're changing, so nobody should be in that changing room besides you. You know what I mean? Or you, not like, okay, some stranger comes in, there's right and wrong, and that's the biggest difference. Would you ever go into a changing room if somebody was in that changing room?
That's
Mhm.
gross.
That's right, that's the right thing to do. But people aren't like that anymore, this day and age is changing, and the stuff that you guys are doing here and learning this is gonna be huge. I hope and pray that you guys will never ever have to use it, but it's like your wallet, it's like an insurance policy, it's there. If you ever need it, but you don't have to front like, oh, I'm going here and doing all this stuff, no, like. You know it in here and you know it in here that you can go away.
Speaking about wallet, what happened to your bank account, Mom?
Totally, some malevolent human got a hold of my checking account information and drained it yesterday.
Oh,
And I was carrying a little higher balance because I have some other maneuvering that I
Right.
wanted to get done. And anyway, they had picked the right day. And so I mean, I'll be fine. I have other
Right.
funds and it's just like, thank
but
God I have,
The fraud department.
well, that, but I also happen to have a client that I work with because, at the center,
Yeah.
we don't necessarily have to pay the use fee of the space, so she paid me in a lot of $100 bills and I hadn't spent any of it. And I'm like, thank God I have cash.
right,
And it made me really appreciate, like, I never wanted cashless society. Never, things are going that way too, and how easy, and looking at the line items of how how it came across the statement.
Mm,
$1,000 at USPS, $2,000 at McDonald's, like.
wow,
What?
Or it was even, there was even like a Bend, Oregon fee, and I'm like, holy shit. Most
Yeah.
of them were Seattle, and it's like, well, I'm Seattle, but
oh, and it's not that.
he
it's-
even was so aggressive. The guy called pretending to be me to my bank, so they caught it, but they didn't get the block on the account before the funds got sent.
But they don't, but the
Because
bank
it went
knows your
charge
voice.
over about a week's time, and honestly, I saw the signs, but I guess I ignored it because I wasn't thinking
Right,
evil intent. And then it was just like, holy smokes.
there's,
And
yeah,
I've been intuitively going, God, I need to get a credit card. I need to get a credit card. I need to get a credit card and readjust how I'm paying for things. And
we'll get a credit card because then
I'm
if
doing
it's
it.
that way, and they can't drain your account and you have 30 days grace periods and they're really
And they're-
able.
so I'm.
Yeah.
Apparently
What
it's
if
time
they
to
have
get a
your
credit
credit
Yes,
card?
yes,
Credit card information? or
But
your
to the same point, that's the world we live in. And unfortunately, this piece is.
well, and there's so many things that I'm sure the guys like, you gotta do cyberbullying, you gotta do this, I was like, I can't do it like, oh, that's where I can direct people
Right.
to you, like specialists that, because I can't sit in here and monitor somebody's things on there, that's not what I wanna do, I wanna be this hands-on and create a community of like this, because I had to restart my business, and so I'm restarting it from the ground up with this online community, this self-defense, and going with self-defense, because I've been down there, I've had the gym, I don't wanna open up a gym, I don't want the overhead, I want smaller crowds, that people that I wanna be selective on who I train. They're coming to my home, they're not coming to the gym, I won't serve, hey, come on down, here it is, you wanna fight, come on down. You wanna learn self-defense, you got whatever it may be. This
Yeah.
was all in it, but now it's like, no, very selective, and that's why it's a premium price, but for the stuff that you guys are gonna gather, and the people that I train, there's night and day.
I recognize that.
They're gonna see like, oh, it's gonna take, you're gonna have to go through 5 instructors to get everything, because I have actually been down that road. And I have life experience as opposed, not just mat experience. Mat experience is great if you're going into that element, but that's where I'm not. I've been there, done that. Now it's like this area right
You
here.
live in the cage, right?
Yep, I fought when there was no holds bars, there was no rules, no regulations, no weight classes. And that's where it probably,
Is it on TV?
no,
Or he's talking the
at the very
beginning
beginning.
days,
The
Oh,
early
the like the
90s.
bars.
the Fight Club days.
Bars.
And that's where like all the aches and pains and all that knowledge, well, now it's like, okay, I had a lot of issues growing up. I didn't have parents. I was in and out of foster homes. So you have like your mom, and where, what, the shortcut in life, right?
What?
Right there. That's knowledge power right there.
Hola, Mom.
Yeah. So remember, like your mom is like a diamond in the rough. She's just waiting for you. Once you're ready to listen to her sparkle knowledge, like she's gonna give it all to you and want the best for you, with nothing else but the best for you.
Yeah.
So many people want the best for you to get something out of you. I want the best for you because I want to give you guys knowledge that I've learned that you guys won't ever have to go down this road. Ever. Like I survived a lot of stuff. I'm not some, oh, I'm Mr. Tough Guy. No, I survived. I had to survive. And the odds that my kids didn't never had to go through what I went through. Cause I made sure of that. Like that was my number one
They
thing.
knew how to do this stuff.
No, your humility and your stories.
Yeah.
What
It's,
kind of drew.
Also, do you know where the restroom is?
do I know what it is?
No, yeah, you do.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
may I please use
Oh,
your
oh,
restroom?
yes, yes, here, show you. Man, well, let's see, make sure Miss Rosie doesn't,
The dog?
yes. Yep, right in there. Let me put her, I'm gonna put her, you see the light switch? Yep, you got it. Let me put her in the kennel.
I believe we've gone,
Yeah,
time
Oh,
goes
man.
fast in here, but
well, and that's stuff that's on here, and this is where it's more intimate, you know
we
what I
got
mean?
some
Like,
good
I
stuff
want
done
you
today.
guys,
Thank
like,
you.
yeah, and this is how it's always gonna be. I have an agenda, but it's your agenda. Because I want you guys to
Yeah.
take away, but those two moves were
Mhm.
good. I mean, and with your partner, test that out with
Mhm.
him. Like, okay,
Well,
hold.
and he'll be a good one because he's a large human and
Yeah.
he's holding 3 bills. He's 6'4", so that'll be a good
Yeah, and if not, and then
find some holes.
there's gonna be like, remember, because you're not doing it to hurt him. So it's
Yeah.
always gonna be like, oh, okay, it's fun and gambling and may lead into something else, which by all means go for it. But for that initial part, like
Mhm.
knowing that that light switch is gonna be turning
Right.
on and off, and
Yep.
that's the number one thing. Yeah, if I was really to do this, and then if he
Right.
goes in there, and if he's ever in the area and wants to come down, please,
Oh, that'd be awesome.
because then I can have a
Yeah.
good standing, and I'm like, finally, oh, yeah. Because I mean, it's great, but it's also like it's wear and tear on my body, like, and that's why I can't do the participating. Like the kids I trained, this was one thing. I'm gonna stop this right in here.